When your soul is weighed down with the heaviness of this world, when your heart trembles at the slights, the rejections, the criticisms, the betrayals, when everything in you wants to shout, defend, lash out, or crumble, learn to act as if nothing bothers you. Not because you're indifferent, not because you're hardened, not because you're blind to the brokenness around you, but because you have learned the secret of unshakable peace in the sovereign presence of a holy and good God. You are not being called to apathy. You are being summoned to a deeper trust. You are not being asked to ignore pain. You are being invited to entrust pain to the one who bore it all. There is a kind of stillness that isn't born out of pride, but out of praise. There's a kind of composure that isn't a mask, but a manifestation of what it means to walk with the Almighty. To act as if nothing bothers you does not mean you are pretending. It means you have been trained by the Spirit to see past the moment. It means your eyes are lifted above the chaos. It means you have become convinced that the sovereignty of God is not a theory, but a pillow to lay your head upon. You must understand, this world thrives on reaction. The enemy of your soul delights in your unrest. Every irritation, every disappointment, every hurtful word, every offense is a temptation, a trap set before you to pull your gaze off Christ and onto yourself. That's what makes offense so dangerous. It's not just a relational issue, it's a worship issue. You were made to reflect the glory of God, not react to the petty things of man. So when you act as if nothing bothers you, it's not that you don't feel the fire, you just refuse to let the flames consume your joy in God. And this doesn't come easily, you must learn it. You must learn it because you won't drift into peace. You will drift into defensiveness. You will drift into bitterness. You will drift into anxiety. Learning to act as if nothing bothers you is the result of years of kneeling before the throne of grace. It is the fruit of hiding the word in your heart so deeply that when life cuts you, you bleed Scripture. It is the result of your roots going down so deep into the soil of God's promises that no wind of insult or storm of trial can shake you. Jesus was not bothered when they spat on him. He was not rattled when they mocked him. He did not lash out when they accused him falsely. Was he grieved? Yes. Did he feel sorrow? Yes. But he was not bothered in the way we are. He was not defensive. He did not seek to vindicate himself. Why? Because he entrusted himself to him who judges justly. That is your calling too. You do not need to make everyone understand you. You do not need to answer every critic. You do not need to fight every battle. You do not need to carry every burden. You only need to fix your eyes on the one who already has. You are free to let go. You are free to not respond. You are free to walk away. You are free to breathe deeply and trustfully. You are free to act as if nothing bothers you because your joy is not tethered to the approval of others. Your peace does not rise and fall on the mood of your boss or the tone of a text message. Your value does not depend on applause or acceptance. Your future is not determined by the outcome of any earthly situation. It is sealed in the hands of an unchanging Savior. You have been crucified with Christ. That means the old you, the one who had to always be right, the one who had to defend their name, the one who had to win every argument, the one who was shaken by every wind, is dead. And the life you now live, you live by faith in the Son of God who loved you and gave himself for you. This is not about ignoring injustice. It is about refusing to let injustice have the final word in your heart. It is not about suppressing emotions. It is about sanctifying them. It is not about becoming passive. It is about becoming prayerful. You cannot afford to keep letting small things steal your large joy. You cannot keep surrendering your peace to every passing offense. You were made for more. You were made to reflect the patience and gentleness of Christ. You were made to display a kind of calm that confounds the world. The world will wonder, how are you not shaken? And you will say, because I know the one who holds all things together. Your job is not to control outcomes. Your job is to abide. Your job is not to be unbreakable in your own strength. Your job is to be unbothered in the strength of Christ. He is your fortress. He is your strong tower. He is your defender. He is your reward. When they overlook you, when they speak falsely about you, when they turn their backs on you, when they try to provoke you, lift your eyes. Say in your heart, my God sees. My God knows. My God will vindicate. And then go on loving. Go on smiling. Go on working. Go on serving. Go on praising. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted. He sees the weight that no one else does. He knows the things that would break most people, but you carry in silence. He is not asking you to carry them alone. He is asking you to cast your cares upon Him. Cast, not carry. Let Him deal with your vindication. Let Him handle your reputation. Let Him hold your future. You act as if nothing bothers you, not because you are unaffected, but because you are anchored. The anchor holds when emotions rage. The anchor holds when friends leave. The anchor holds when plans fail. The anchor holds when you are misunderstood. The anchor holds. Do not be quick to speak. Be slow to anger. Be abounding in love. Say to your soul, you are not ruled by reactions. You are ruled by righteousness. There is power in restraint. There is glory in self-control. There is victory in silence. The louder the world gets, the quieter your spirit must become. The more the enemy presses, the more you must press into God. Do not feed every feeling. Do not bow to every urge. Do not believe every lie. Believe the Word. Act like the Word is true. Walk as if you know who you belong to. Live as if heaven is real and judgment is certain and Christ is worthy. Every day you will be tested. You will be tested by inconvenience. You will be tested by offense. You will be tested by delay, disrespect, misunderstanding, envy, comparison. But every test is an invitation to worship. Will you respond in the flesh or in the spirit? Will you act like the world or will you act like a child of the Most High? You must learn to act as if nothing bothers you, because Christ is everything to you. When He is everything, nothing else takes His place. When He is your treasure, you don't crumble when the world robs you of temporary comforts. When He is your portion, you can lose everything and still say, "It is well with my soul." That kind of life is not easy, but it is beautiful. It is not natural, but it is supernatural. It is not popular, but it is powerful. It makes the demons tremble and the world take notice. It makes your life a living testimony. You are no longer tossed by every wave. You are planted like a tree beside living waters. Your leaves do not wither. Your joy does not fade. Your peace does not rise and fall with the headlines of the heartbreaks. Because you have learned to rest. You have learned to trust. You have learned to worship when you don't understand. You have learned to wait when others run. You have learned to rejoice when others retaliate. You have learned to act as if nothing bothers you because the one who matters most is still on the throne. That is the secret to endurance. That is the foundation of joy. That is the power of faith. That is the victory that overcomes the world. Not a reaction, but a revelation. You don't need the world to bow before you. You need only to bow before Christ. Let them speak. Let them ignore. Let them plot. Let them laugh. Let them mock. You are hidden in Christ. You are beloved. You are chosen. You are forgiven. You are sealed. You are safe. You are home. So smile, walk forward, be steady, be still. The battle is not yours. The burden is not yours. The glory is not yours. It is His. When Christ is everything, nothing else can shake you. That sentence, at its core, holds the power to revolutionize the way you think, live, react, and endure. It's not just a theological concept. It is a lifeline. It is a fortress. It is a declaration that reorders your soul and reshapes your entire perception of reality. If He is truly everything to you, your treasure, your portion, your delight, your foundation, your reward, then everything that isn't Him loses the power to control you, unsettle you, intimidate you, or break you. Most people are tossed to and fro because they are anchored in temporary things. When your security is found in your job, then the loss of that job shatters your peace. When your identity is built on the approval of others, then a single word of rejection can unhinge your soul. When your hope is tied to a relationship, then any fracture in that relationship feels like death itself. When your joy is rooted in circumstance, then every disappointment is a crisis. That is the normal human experience in a fallen world. But the one who treasures Christ above all things lives differently. That person has a joy that isn't brittle, a peace that doesn't fracture, a foundation that doesn't crack when the storms rage. Because when Christ is everything, then everything else becomes small by comparison. You may still feel the wind, you may still see the storm clouds gather, but you won't be shaken. Not because you're strong, but because your soul is clinging to something or someone that cannot be moved. Think of Paul in prison, singing, not because the walls were comfortable or the conditions ideal. He sang because he had Christ, and Christ was enough. Think of Stephen being stoned, his face shining like an angel, his lips forgiving those who hurled the rock. Why? Because his eyes were fixed on Jesus, standing at the right hand of God. Think of Job, stripped of family, wealth, health, and comfort, and yet his lips said, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." What makes a person sing in a cell? What makes a person smile through sorrow? What makes a person forgive while they're dying? Only one thing. When Christ is everything, when he is more precious to you than your reputation, more valuable than your comfort, more desirable than being understood, more fulfilling than getting even, more permanent than wealth, more beautiful than applause, then nothing else can control you. Because everything else is dust compared to the treasure you found in him. This is not theoretical. This is not for monks in monasteries or theologians in ivory towers. This is for you right now, in your workplace, in your home, in your thoughts, in your suffering, in your loneliness. You are invited to treasure Christ above all things. You are called to count all else as loss for the surpassing worth of knowing him. Because when you do, nothing can shake you. You don't fall apart when people lie about you, because your identity is not in your reputation. You don't panic when plans fall through, because your hope is in a schedule. It's in a sovereign king. You don't collapse under pressure because your strength doesn't come from within. It comes from the Spirit of the living Christ who dwells within you. You don't seek vengeance because you know God will vindicate. You don't waste energy proving your worth, because Christ has already declared you valuable through his blood. You don't fear tomorrow because your eyes are fixed on the one who holds tomorrow in his hand. When Christ is everything, your joy is not negotiable. It is not up for sale. It is not dependent on the mood of others, the size of your paycheck, or the number of likes on your post. It is anchored in a person who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And if he is everything to you, then nothing can take that away from you. Not failure, not loss, not sickness, not betrayal, not delay, not even death. This is not some naive optimism. This is the gritty, blood-soaked joy that flows from a crucified and risen king who looked death in the face and crushed it. This is the kind of joy that allowed martyrs to sing as flames consumed them. This is the kind of faith that let missionaries bury their children in foreign soil and still declare that Christ is worth it. This is the kind of peace that can't be explained by logic, because it's not built on logic. It's built on love. Love that stooped down from heaven. Love that bore wrath. Love that conquered the grave. Love that lives in you. When Christ is everything, the noise of this world fades. You stop chasing what others chase. You stop fearing what others fear. You stop needing what others need. You begin to live with a strange freedom. You're not easily offended because you're too secure in him. You're not easily shaken because you know his promises are sure. You're not easily discouraged because you've tasted the eternal. You've been ruined for the ordinary. You've seen the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ, and nothing else satisfies. This is what it means to live by faith. Not faith in circumstances, not faith in your own strength, not faith in the outcome you desire, but faith in a person. Faith that he is good, faith that he is near, faith that he is enough, faith that no matter what comes, you have him, and if you have him, you have everything. Even if you lose your job, you still have him. Even if people walk away, you still have him. Even if your body fails, you still have him. Even if your dreams die, you still have him. Even if everything you built crumbles, you still have him. And if you still have him, then you are not poor. You are not defeated. You are not undone. You are rich beyond measure, because the one who owns the universe calls you his. You begin to see trials differently. They are not threats, they are tools. They don't destroy you, they refine you. They strip away what was never meant to be your foundation. They push you deeper into the arms of Christ. And there, in that place of pain and dependence, you find a joy the world cannot touch. A peace that passes understanding. A strength made perfect in weakness. People will ask how you do it. How do you stay calm when everything is falling apart? How do you keep loving when others hurt you? How do you endure the waiting, the unknown, the heartbreak? And your answer will not be a technique. It won't be a motivational quote. It will be a person. You will say, I have Christ. That is how I know him. I trust him. I walk with him. He holds me. He carries me. He satisfies me. And they will see it in your eyes, hear it in your voice, feel it in your presence. There is a confidence that can only come from communion. The world has counterfeits. It offers you mantras, habits, psychology, self-help, but nothing compares to intimacy with Christ. When you abide in him, you are like a branch that bears fruit no matter the weather. When you dwell in him, you are like a house built on rock, unmoved by the floods. When you live for him, you are no longer a slave to people's opinions or life. You are free. That kind of life costs something. You will have to die to self. You will have to let go of idols. You will have to lose your taste for praise, for ease, for control. You will have to say no to your flesh 1,000 times a day. But what you gain cannot be measured. You gain peace in chaos. You gain clarity in confusion. You gain joy in suffering. You gain Christ. And once you have truly tasted him, once your heart has been captivated by his beauty, there is no going back. Everything else becomes shadows. Everything else becomes echoes. He is the substance. He is the song. He is the satisfaction your soul has been craving. You can stop striving. You can stop grasping. You can stop performing. You can rest. This is the invitation. Lose everything else, but gain him, and then watch what happens. The things that used to shake you no longer have the same power. The insults that used to sting don't land the same way. The delays that used to frustrate you become opportunities for trust. The loneliness that used to haunt you becomes a place of deep fellowship. The world may not change, but you will. Because when Christ is everything, you change from the inside out. You begin to see people differently. You stop needing them to fill you because you're already full. You stop competing with them because you know your place. You stop resenting them because you've been forgiven much. You stop fearing them because you fear God more. You start loving freely, giving generously, serving joyfully. You start living like someone who knows the secret of contentment. This is not the result of trying harder. It is the fruit of treasuring deeper. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Meditate on his word. Soak your heart in his promises. Pour out your soul in prayer. Surround yourself with others who treasure him too. Starve the distractions. Feed your faith. Fan the flame. And over time, he will become your everything. He will become your joy, your peace, your strength, your song. And when that happens, you will find that the things that once shook you no longer define you. You will walk through fire and not be burned. You will face storms and not be swept away. You will endure loss and still worship. You will carry burdens and not crumble, because Christ will be your all in all. Your solid ground, your hiding place, your deliverer, your faithful friend. You will stop flinching at the world's threats. You will stop grasping at fleeting comforts. You will stop living like a beggar when you are a child of the King, and nothing else will shake you.